Hey you guys, okay, so today I have got so many great amazing things to share with you guys. Some clothes, a few like cutesy little things, some things that were kind of duds this month, but some new products that have been so amazing and things that I have been using non-stop. So I always love doing these favorites videos. They're some of my favorites to do. Okay, let's talk quickly. Let's address, okay, listen, I am not a hairstylist. I'm on my third day of hair. I have like 3 pounds of dry shampoo in here, like a pound per day. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna wash it tonight, don't be concerned. Usually I do like every other day. I don't know what got into me, and then like when you know, like you shower every day and then it like gets this weird, like, you know, if you wear a shower cap or whatever, it gets like, I don't know, it's like wet, it's like weird on certain parts. Okay, whatever. So yeah, when I went to film today, I was like, oh, let me just throw it in this little, I don't know, stuck it to the side, braided it. I don't know how to French braid. I don't know how to do anything fancy with braids or anything fancy. So, not a big deal, okay? Let's just address that. I'm not trying. You know what it is? Here's what, okay? Like with me, a lot of times, like I don't have like super glammed out hair all the time. I'm not like, oh, I'm filming today. Let me get like wowed up, you know? You guys have seen me for 10 years. You know what my hair looks like when it's fixed. You know what it looks like at its worst. It's whatever. So I just don't care. But like I have this bad habit of when I begin to film, like my hair was down, it was like somewhat straight, it was okay. And then I'm like, let me just throw this braid in there. Can you call it that? I don't think so. But then like, you know, sometimes I'll like do this weird side pony and I'm like, I don't love a side pony. I don't know why I do that, or it'll just be up in particular, whatever. So that's what we're dealing with, okay? It's gorgeous. But I did this so I would get it out of my way, but here I am just touching it and addressing it more than ever. Okay, let's just leave it alone. Let's just leave her alone. Okay, so I got so much to talk to you guys about. I want to talk about a couple things first. You may remember this top from, was it the anniversary sale last year? I don't know, but I got it at some point last year. I don't want to say the year before. I believe I got this last year, and it sold out and you guys really liked it. I wore it in a couple of videos after that, and every time I would wear it, I would always feel bad because it was sold out and I'm like, you can't get it, you know what I mean? So the other day, I was just randomly looking through t-shirts on their site and it was back. And it's like in plus size version, kids version, or like bigger kids version. I thought it was really cool that it was back because I love this shirt so much. I'm not a huge like quote person or like, you know, graphic tee person. I'm kind of like, you know, I don't love all that. But I always thought this one was kind of cute, and I want to show you guys another one that I really, really love that y'all went nuts over when I Instagrammed it recently. So this was one of those that I saw that I was just like, I have to have this. It's the most perfect, like buttery sweatshirt. It's not big and boxy. It's very true to size. I'm a small, and it says airplane mode. And I thought that's kind of cute and cheeky, but it's not like, okay. Do you know what I mean? I think some of these tops go a little far. This is driving, okay. I thought that was super cool, must have for fall. When I wore it in that Instagram photo, what was I wearing with it? I think it was just very casual. You could totally put on like a leather jacket with that and like some faux leather leggings, like some cutesy, like, I don't know, and you could really make it look cute. So I liked that. I thought that was really sweet. So many beauty things, you guys. First of all, I want to talk about this mascara. This is the new NARS Climax Mascara. When I got this, I was like, holy goodness, you know, I'm a sucker for new mascaras always. I love to try new things. And sometimes I'm disappointed. I'm very picky about mascaras. And lately, some of my old just standby favorites have been not that great. And so I love this. Okay, so it's very similar. If you like the Too Faced Better Than Sex, you're gonna wanna get on this. Now, the brush is a little similar to that and not quite as exaggerated as the Better Than Sex brush, but it's that same kind of like really dramatic, but not wet and glossy. You know, sometimes those like really stick your lashes together and they don't build in like a beautiful, like big volumized way, which that's what I like. It like puts down a lot, but yet it's a dry kind of feathery formula. I don't know how to, you know what I mean. Builds really well. I've got this eyelash though that is like growing downward and it is driving me nuts. Okay. I thought the packaging was really fun and cute. It reminds me of like something from like the 80s or 90s. I don't know, it's kind of cute. So love that. NARS with your little cheeky names. Let's talk about hoops really quick. So these I absolutely love because you can just be kind of chilling out and you don't notice them so much. You know what I mean? They're not like in your face. I love a forward facing hoop like this. So I'll link to these. These are plated in real gold, but they're actually affordable. They're really nice. I love things that are like that. You get the look of real jewelry. They don't look so, you know, like gaudy or in your face or anything, but you get them at a good price. So I love that. So I'm gonna share with you a couple because I've really been into hoops lately that I love. And then these are the same type, but they just are a tiny bit smaller and have a little stone. You know, it would look really cool. Okay, let me talk also about what apparently might be a midlife crisis. I don't even know what I'm doing. So when I was in college, I had like a lot of, oh, see, look. That's kind of cool, right? Is that weird? I don't know. I kind of dig that. That's cute. So what do we think of this? I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna wear that. So those things that like, when I edit the video back, I'll be like, oh, that was cute. You should have kept it. But I feel like if it looks ridiculous, I don't want to leave it in there the whole time. So yeah, love those hoops. I also love, I have a new pair I'm gonna show you guys too. These are just my old, you know, faithful, beautiful. These are the rose gold ones, the frontward facing hoops, and these aren't fixed. Like these are fixed, you know, like they're kind of in a stud. These kind of float around. They're so light. They're not visually so heavy and in your face. But when Lisa and I went shopping, Lisa D1, I loved her so much. We had the best time, you guys. She brought me these hoops, and y'all, I'm so excited about them because I have never found a pair of hoops that are actual like legit hoops like these, you know, that I love this much. They're the Sheila Fajl Perfect hoops. The color of them is so perfect. They look so nice. But they're lightweight. They're not gaudy looking. They're so good. So I'm gonna wear these in some upcoming videos too. But I wanted to show you guys those. Those are so nice. I'll link to all of those, but that was so sweet of her. I love those so much. But let me talk about, this is so weird. Should I even tell this story? Probably not. So when I was in like college and stuff, like I had I had my second hole pierced, probably when I was maybe in 7th or 8th grade. And I just never wear it much, but I can still put stuff in there. I think when you've had it for so long, like, I don't know, it just never gets, like I will literally not put anything in it for like 5 years and then I can just use it again. I don't know, it's weird. But like I had holes like up here and like I had something here. Which side was it? I don't remember. I can't even, it was this one. This ear had so much stuff in it. I just was over that. I had that kind of through college and then was just not into it anymore. I just don't love that. But when I was 15, I had my belly button pierced and I thought that was super cool, okay? I'm 33 now, like don't even worry about it. But when I was pregnant, obviously, and I think I took it out a few years before that too, because I just got sick of it, you know? Let me tell you, when you get pregnant and you have a belly button piercing, obviously you have to take it out. But like, I just thought it had grown up. Like, I just didn't even care. But you always have that hole, you know what I mean? And I thought about getting it fixed. I thought about like going somewhere and like having it like repaired because it was just like, well, it was like this hole in your stomach. But when you're pregnant, it looks terrifying, like, because your belly stretches out and like there's skin underneath it, so it's not like a hole, but when it stretches out, it is like huge. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have this big like saggy hole in my stomach. My skin went back, thank goodness, like knock on wood, like my skin went back really well and the whole, it just went back to normal and it looked normal. Like my belly button, the whole thing looked normal. And I just never thought of ever putting anything back into it. Well, the other day, I was cleaning out some stuff and I found my little thing of like belly button jewelry and all that. And I had this really nice 14 karat gold one that I bought when I was working at the mall in college at one of those little like body piercing carts or whatever. I think actually I got it when I get a discount on it when I got a piercing or something. So I thought, yeah, let me get that. And so I thought, you know, maybe let me try that. I put it right in and the hole had not closed up, and I'm not kidding, like I hadn't had anything in it probably in 6 or 7 years. And it wasn't even, it was just like, bloop, it just went right in. And now I feel kind of like, and it's just weird. I don't know. It's just kind of, it just kind of feels normal, but it's a little funny. I'm like, am I having a midlife crisis? I don't know. I'd like to think no. That's new. but not really. It's not new at all. This one I tried right after the Bounce foundation. The Bounce foundation's got this really incredible finish that is kind of unlike anything. It's kind of like a luminous matte, but it's just on, it's beautiful. It makes you look like poreless. This is the exact thing, but with more coverage. So if you want to try a different one, this is a good one too, the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Foundation. I was shocked at how full coverage this is. That's what I'm wearing today. You can literally like dot it over your like sunspots and stuff. It's like, it's so good. You don't need any concealer with it. It's just perfect. I love it so much. Let me talk about this. This is something that when I bought it, I was like, is this necessary? I don't know, it's nice. And then I freaked out because I was like, I cannot believe I spent that much on it. But it's the Chanel Hydra Beauty Essence Mist. If you haven't tried this and you love skin mist, you will be pleasantly surprised. I'm so picky about face mist and stuff like that. I feel like a lot of them aren't that different, but this one is so, so great. My eye is twitching, y'all. That eyelash is like really messing with me. And I've got one over here too that I can see, but my eyelashes are just growing funky right now. They're in a weird thing. Okay, this makes your foundation look amazing. It makes your skin feel hydrated and beautiful and glowy. I love it. It smells so amazing. The Norvina palette is something that I got this month that I fell in love with hard. I would say I like this even better than the Soft Glam palette, which I love both. But the Norvina has a little more color to it, which I don't wear a lot of color, but this is literally like the ideal colors for me when I do. So it's just got the most beautiful colors. That's what I'm wearing today. That's what I've been wearing in my last couple of videos. I actually did the look on those last two in my actual Sephora video, I think 2 videos ago. I did the actual tutorial for that, and it's very similar to this. But you can do the most natural looks with the colors, and then you can kind of throw some in that are fun. You have to try this, you guys. This is so good. So I really, really love the Norvina palette. Love the packaging. Everything is just perfection about this. So good. The Anastasia Norvina palette. I know, I'm trying. Again, I hate to say this. I hate to say that. I'm trying. I know, Anastasia. I know, it's getting old, I'm trying. But again, like when you've said something for so many years, and I'm not trying to be, but literally, I used to talk to someone from the company years ago and they said Anastasia. I don't know, I'm not blaming it on them, but I am, okay. Let me show you this. This is so cute. I wanted to show you guys this. I actually have one out that I had in another sample, because this sample I've gotten a few times lately. And it's just kind of showing you the spongy material in a beauty blender. This is like my favorite little sample thing lately. How cute is that? So it's showing you like how it grows. You press the water into the thing and you kind of do this, you know, like you would at the sink. It's just showing you how the sponge material grows, and it's like you can see it growing. But what's funny about this, and you guys know I'm like obsessed with a beauty blender. It's like all pretty much I apply my makeup with. So yeah, it has a lot of water in it. So you squeeze it out. And what's cool about it, here's the little one that's dry. So it's just kind of I don't know. It's just kind of showing you the feel of a beauty blender sponge, and you could actually use this, you know. But what I've been doing with mine, and I'm gonna do that with this one too, is I've been keeping it around next to like my makeup brushes and stuff, and I use it kind of like to blend little things or like to clean up little things. Isn't that cute though? You could use it for concealer. So what a cool sample. I'm all over that. I thought that was kind of fun. And something else. I showed this in my stories, and in my stories I was like trying just to show this to you really quick that day, and I didn't really get to talk a lot about it, but I got sucked into this beauty blender puff because of course when beauty blender comes out with new things, I have to grab it. But when I saw this, I was like, whoa, okay, so this is the first like applicator type thing they've come out with that's not a sponge, and it's the little beauty blender puff. And I've been using mine a lot lately, and it's cool because you can put your fingers in it like that and kind of have more control, is what they say. You can flip it over, which I don't really love to do. I mean, you could kind of do this, you know, put that on the other side so that you can really get the big, you know, get the whole effect of this sponge. It's a very smooth, you know, just basic makeup feeling sponge, but it's nice for like touching up, you know, kind of like blotting, or if you really had, I don't know, very cool. This time I just use it like this, and I love the puff material. So I like how it's shaped. It's perfect for applying powder here. You don't have to take like your puff, which I really like this puff too, like, and fold it, you know. And I'm not a huge powder person anyways. Like, I don't ever think that you should get this nice foundation and then wreck it by setting it with all this gross powder. I don't know why we do that. I don't know why people expect that. Like, I don't like that. I think if you get a good foundation, you don't have to set it. You know, it shouldn't be required. You can if you feel like you need to. But here's what I like to do. Lately, I have been liking a loose powder, whichever one you want to use, you know, your puff. But I've been liking a loose powder. Obviously, I use right here, I've shown you guys, you know, how I use like a loose powder, whether it's that peach or whether it's the Hourglass Veil right there, you know, and you just kind of press it right there. Perfect for that. But then I have been liking a loose powder here, you know, just to kind of make sure that doesn't break up, because that's where it kind of does. And then you can kind of put it there, you know, just to kind of, but I don't think you need to take a brush and be like, boof, like putting it everywhere. Or even taking a puff and like pressing it into everything. I just think that defeats all the purposes. Like, I just don't love that. But to compare, this is a good puff. It's very like the basic, you know, and you can turn it, you can do whatever. But I really do like the weight of this one. It feels really nice, and I've been enjoying that. So that's good. And to talk about the powders a little bit, and I know this is kind of funny, like I've talked about this before, but if you want like just one that's all around, that's so, because I'm so picky about this, put this one here. You know, it works well under your eye right there. I wouldn't put it here, but I would put it there. This works well on your face too. But I feel like on my, like if you can only take one, but I feel like on my actual face, like as far as setting makeup and keeping it looking the same throughout the day, the Laura Mercier, just the original translucent, works very well for that. But I don't love it around my eye area, okay? But I love it on my face, okay? And then the Hourglass Veil, I would say kind of works for everything. I love the packaging on this one the best. I don't like that sound, but I like the packaging, how it's in that, and you can just, it's very, very cool. So, I don't know, I've just been kind of like into loose powder lately. I know that's like a lot, but I just have to be honest with you because it is funny, like I am picky about them, so I like them for different things. So on my brows, I have been, part of the month I used the MAC Lingering. Loved that so much, but I feel like it was gone in a flash. And I just remember thinking that's the issue I used to have with it. I love it. It's one of those tiny little pencils, you know, that rolls up kind of like the Anastasia brow, what's it called, the Brow Wiz, that I used to love too. I used to love the Brow Wiz, but it's just that tiny little pencil, and I felt like maybe I would only get like a couple months out of it. I think an eyebrow pencil should last longer than that. I feel like the MAC Lingering lasted even less than that. So anyways, I thought instead of just running out and buying that again, I'm gonna shop my stash. I'm gonna use what I have. Benefit always keeps me pretty stocked on brow stuff. And I tried the Goof Proof brow pencil again in shade 2. I used to swear by this. So I went into my stash in there and I grabbed this, and I'm like, ugh, so good, you know? So it's just funny how you go back to things and go back and forth, you know, and you find all these, you discover all these new things again. So I'm loving this pencil, and I really feel like it's been pretty on my brows. I have a really strange dud of a brow product, and I feel like I want to talk about them, but I've got so many duds and empties and things to talk about that maybe I'll just save that for another video, because I do feel like we're getting long, so don't fall. So coming up very soon, we'll do like a major like duds, you know, regrets, things I didn't like, empties, all that good stuff video. Just kind of trying to go through the things that I really have been digging. Okay, so lips, you guys. I haven't been doing a whole lot of craziness. I've really just been using my Dior Lip Maximizer, which I'm almost through this blue one, and I repurchased the pink one, so I love that. I've been loving this color by MAC, the Subculture, which is just one of those old standby colors that I used to use years and years ago. It's just a very good one, very like, you know, your lip color kind of deal. And then I've just been using a lot of times this Mermaid Lip Oil, which I really love. If I do want a little bit of color, I've been using these again, the Bare Minerals. What are these called? I don't know. Anyways, I will link to what it is, but they're the Smooch and the Slay. The Smooch is the one on the bottom, the lighter color, the Slay's on top. So that's what I'm wearing today. I really love those, and I kind of mix them. That's what I did today. But something about this Mermaid Lip Oil, you guys. Oh, it's so good. I love it. So pretty. You guys have to try this. I should have put it on at the beginning of the video, because it just looks so much better. And sometimes I don't put it on top of this. I'll just use it on its own. but I love this. It makes your lips feel so comfortable, and I feel like it's gonna be really good for fall and winter when, like, you know, your lips are a little drier. Okay, for my eyelashes, I have been loving this. So I used to really love a like a spoolie brow, or you know, like one of those for your brows, but use it on your lashes, or just those disposable lash applicators, you know, mascara applicators that you can just buy in a big bag from Sally's, and you know, you'll have them forever, and you can just use one for a couple months, toss it, use another one. But I've been using this lately to really kind of fan out my lashes and knock off any little clumps or anything. And it's the it's like a lash fan brush, and I really like the Sigma one. And I need to clean mine. They're super easy to clean. I mean, it's just not even a big deal. But I never really thought this would be something worth having or like worth investing in. But oh my gosh, you guys, like you can get it right behind your lashes. Like you've got just the tiniest little clump, and you can just be like, bloop, and it'll just rake it right off without wiping off your lashes or like changing the effect of what you've done. You can like do that, like really bump them up. It's just really cool. So this is one of those things that you may not think you need, but I think you need it. When I looked in my little cabinet, I was like, I gotta talk about this because this is so good. It is the Colleen Rothschild Retinol Supreme Eye Serum. This is by far, hands down, the best eye product I've ever used. I notice a huge difference when I use this. Just in like, you know, when you kind of go like that and you see, I'm not talking like, I'm not saying I have wrinkles. I'm not saying I need any like serious help. I know you guys are gonna like roll your eyes. I'm not saying that. I'm 33. From the time I've been in my 20s, I've always tried to do things to take care of my skin, especially my like mid to later 20s. No sun, you know, like I really do try to take care of my skin. But as far as like wrinkle prevention and stuff, you can definitely use some eye creams that are gonna help and things that are gonna take care of your skin. There's no reason to just like be like, oh, I don't care. I mean, like why? You know, like who, like take care of yourself, you know? There's no reason not to take care of your skin, just in a smart way. And this is one of those things that's really nice. So this is the best because it's very rich. And like the moisture itself is there, right? So that in itself helps if you've got any like little crepey areas or like, you know, you'll get those little fine lines. The moisture itself helps, so it's very, very rich. Use this only at night. But it's got retinol in it, so it really actually does kind of exfoliate that top layer and like kind of get your wrinkles down to like a smoother state, kind of like fills everything in. I've noticed the biggest difference. I feel like my skin has looked so much better around there. It's lasted me a pretty good while. I probably got like a little less than a quarter of it left. Definitely try that. I think it's something that you'll really actually notice a difference from. And again, I think a lot of eye creams are a joke too. So that's good. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you guys saw something that you might want to try or something that you're interested in and that you enjoyed hearing me yap about all my favorite things. Like I said, I've got a video that's going to be really good coming up that's like duds and stuff like that, because sometimes I do mix in a few of those with these favorites, but I think it's time to actually do an empties and do just, I would have not had time to do this in this video. Like obviously this video is long enough. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, I will link to everything that I'm wearing below, and I will talk to you all very, very soon. Bye guys.